Philadelphia, Citizens Bank Park. And on the hill for the Phillies, Christopher Sanchez. What do we need to know here?
Well, it's a three-pitch mix in the repertoire for this starter. He's going to have to command all three if he's going to have success on the hill today.
How-Yu Lee, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. And that one fouled off. Here's a 1-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Next offering popped in the air, right field. Garcia under it. Takes it in for the out. Here's Riley Green. Top of the first, just getting started here in Philadelphia. Fouled off left side. The 0-2. Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. And now the catcher comes up to him. Dylan Dingler. Just off the outside edge. Ball 1. In the dirt, blocked. Out to short. Over to second for 1. What a double play that was. Inning over. Back here in Philadelphia and taking the ball for Detroit, Justin Verlander. What do you have on here?
With the height, the release point creates a lot of tilt on his pitches. So coming into the zone, really hard for the hitters to get on plane. Makes it very difficult for the hitters to guess.
And a swing and a miss. Swings through that one. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Trey Turner at the plate.
Hey, partner, back in 2023, Turner homered off the same pitcher twice in the same inning. Only a few players have ever done it, and his were against his former team, the Washington Nationals.
The 0-2. Hammered. Could be extra bases. And that's going to get into the corner. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Batting third. First baseman.
And now it's Bryce Harper to the plate. Hey. Man at second. Fouled off. He was late. Swing and a ground ball. Torres to first. 2 down. And now it's Alec Bohm.
Third baseman, Alec Bohm.
No score yet, but a runner at third with 2 away. In the dirt, nothing doing. Count moves to 1-1. Close, but called a ball. Ball 2. That one missed.
Just doesn't seem to want to throw him a fastball.
This one smacked out to left center. Full extension, makes the catch. What a play. Second inning set to go. Now here's the Tigers cleanup hitter, Jahmai Jones. That one to first, and that's just foul. Jones checks his swing. Now an appeal to first. Didn't go. That one the other way, and it stays fair. Around first, heading for two. And he's into scoring position with a leadoff double. Maybe a chance for our first run here.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. He really let that ball travel on the outside part of the plate, but that's a great example that you can still drive the baseball that's away. Rip that one down the line for the double.
Man at second. In the dirt.
Ball two.
No score here in the second. This one in the air, center field. He makes the grab. Runner tags at second, and he's in safely at third with one out. Colt Keith up now for the Tigers. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. Strike one.
Ball inside.
To the right side. In there.
Safe.
He's safe. Runner on at first with one gone. Here's the second baseman, Gleyber Torres. Line drive. And that's a base hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone. Here's Baez. Line drive out towards left field. That's a base hit. Throw back in. Holds the runner at third. Base is now loaded. Only one away. And next to hit for Detroit, Parker Meadows. Golden opportunity right here. Puts a bunt down. And a run scores from third thanks to the infield single. So now here's the DH. How you lead. Fouled off down the right side. This one chopped on the ground, but foul.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up. Try to track the ball. Block it if you have to.
Line drive, base hit. Runner from second crosses the plate. It's a two-run single, and they're up by 4. Runners in the corners here, one away. Riley Green up now for the Tigers.
Nope. That's inside.
4 runs already in the frame here at the top of the second. Runner on the go.
Aye.
No throw, safe at second. A bunt, and it's popped up, and that goes foul.
Well, they've been able to score 4 runs off of him in this inning, and this is where you want to just max out. Get as much as you can. Give him one of those tough innings where it's going to be hard for him to recover in the next one.
Just missing there. Ball 3. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Now here's the Detroit catcher, Dylan Dingler. 0 for 1 so far. Check swing called strike. It's 0-1. Way out front for strike 2. Fights it off. He'll see another. 2 on, 2 outs. And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball one. On the ground to the left. Fires across the diamond. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. Back here, Citizens Bank Park, bottom of the second. Bryson Stott stands in for the Phillies. And first offering is fouled off.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
Brings it in. One away. In steps Adolis Garcia, also known as El Bombi. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. Swings through that one for strike two. That's a ball. Tried the sweeper. Swings and misses. Two down. Two down, base is empty. Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. Swing and a miss. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Around first and hustling for second. He's there. It's a two-out double.
Everything came together for him. Great hands on that swing to take the inside pitch and drive it into the gap for the double. It's easy to spin off a pitch like that, Boog, and you can pull that thing foul, but that was perfect.
Ball one.
Now a pop-up on the infield. Torkelson has a beat on it. That is the inning. Back here in Philadelphia. Now the Tigers cleanup hitter. New arm out of the bullpen, Andrew Painter.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Whips it to first. One pitch and one out. Now it's going to be Spencer Torkelson. That's hard hit on the line. And a base hit. The throw in. Safe at second.
Safe.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
Man at second. That one fouled off. Just missed. And that's way high. And that's ball two. On the ground. And foul ball. The 2-2. Out towards right center field. Garcia gets under it. 2 away now. Here comes Gleyber Torres. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far.
That two-seam fastball is usually coupled with a slider away, and when a hitter's conscious of the pitch in, it's hard for him to cover middle away, and that's where a pitcher can really finish off that batter.
Man on second, 2 down. Tap back to the mound. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
No, they didn't get much of that one, but it's going to look like a line drive in the box score tomorrow. Pretty much did the opposite of what you want to do with the pitch on the outside part of the plate like that. Just rolled over, but good hustle down the line and got the infield knock.
Squirts away a little bit. Nothing happening on the bases, though. 2 on, 2 outs. Harper hustling after it. And that's out of play, a foul ball. Now a quick throw to first. And they almost caught him, but he's back in time. The 2-1. Ground ball left side. And foul ball. Gleyber goes.
That ball's foul.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Back at Citizens Bank Park as we go to the last of the third. Justin Crawford stands in for the Phillies. And that one ripped to left. That's a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
So the Philly batting order turns over. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. Struck out swinging his first time. Schwarber hitting leadoff in today's game. He joined the team as a free agent. The 0-2. Ball 1 there. Runner takes off. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Green under it. And there's 1 down. Trey Turner now doubled in his first AB.
Shortstop, Trey Turner.
Runner on the go. Ball outside. Save and second with a stolen base. 1 out and a runner at second here in the third and final game of the series. Strike 1. Laser to the gap should score the run. Coming home, he'll score easily. It's 4-1. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
Off the bat, that one registered at 105 miles per hour, man. That is smoking, and these days you hear it all the time, but the numbers just don't lie. If you can drive a ball like that, more often than not, you're picking up a knock.
Here is Bryce Harper. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Flying around third is Turner. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and they cut the lead to 2. 1 out man at first. Now the third baseman, Alec Bohm.
You have to be creative pitching against bad ball hitters. You got to add some velocity, subtract at times, just avoiding the heart of the plate.
Over to Baez. Double play.
No, he's out.
What a twin killing to end the inning. Back here in Philadelphia as we go to the top of the 4th.
Well, they just scored some runs in that last frame, and now they have to make sure they don't cough them up on defense right away. No better time than right now to have a 1-2-3 inning.
Ball 2.
Foul ball. And that drops in for a strike. Three, 2 now. swings and blasts one deep to left center. That one carrying. And gone. That'll fire up the dugout. Back to the top of the Detroit order. And next is the designated hitter, Hao-Yu Lee. And first offering is fouled off. This to third. Boom. Sends it across to first. That's the first out in the top of the fourth. Now the number 2 hitter, Riley Green.
Great take right there. Showed some really good discipline. Breaking ball coming in. You see it well, but don't trust that it's going to hang on for a strike. Nice job.
Swing and a miss. Nice changeup. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Well, he went inside a couple of times, and now outside. Hitter's not exactly sure where to look for this next pitch.
This one in the air, center field. Crawford takes it in for the out. Out number 2. Dylan Dingler will hit next. In the air, right field. And that's the third out. Back here, Citizens Bank Park, ready to go. Bottom 4. Bryson Stott stands in for the Phillies. Line into right center field. That's a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Up next for the Phillies.
So digging. Adolis Garcia struck out swinging his first time. Runner on the move. Swing and a miss. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss.
Well, he's been aggressive right out of the box, and a smart pitcher is going to play off of that, especially when you get to 2 strikes.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. So now with 1 away and a man at second, Brandon Marsh stands in for the Phillies.
Nope,
just missed. That one drifts inside.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think. Oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Up next for the Phillies, catcher
First and second, 1 out. Here comes Real Muto. He's 0 for 1. Inside move to second. Stop. Back on a dive. And a big swing and a miss. Line shot into the gap, should score at least 1. Headed for the plate. 1 run across, rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score. 2 runs are in, and now they trail by 1.
Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap, and I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
In the dirt, and 1-1. Torkelson takes it himself. That's it out. And now Kyle Schwarber steps up in a critical moment. This guy with light tower power. And takes low for ball 1. Swings through that one for strike 1.
That's a ball.
Tying run at scoring position. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. That one misses, and that's ball 3. And ball 4, 2 aboard. Up steps Trey Turner in a pivotal spot. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. That is the inning. Back at Citizens Bank Park, we go to the top of the fifth. Jahmai Jones up now for the Tigers.
Well, these Tigers putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
Swings through that. Battling here as he fouls it away. Out towards right center field. Garcia really on his horse for this one. And there's one away. Spencer Torkelson digs in now. 1 for 2. And a foul ball. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Ball one low. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Well, that two-seamer is heat-seeking for right-handed batters. Just runs in on those hands.
The high heat, too much on that one.
Up next for the Tigers, third baseman.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the third baseman, Colt Heath. Swing and he breaks his back. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Bryce Harper. And that's off the outside edge. And it's 1-0. That's out to center field. Meadows gets there. He's under it. 1 up, 1 down. And here comes Alec Bohm.
For the Phillies, third baseman, Alec Bohm.
That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Oh, that's out.
Stop in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. On the ground, could be 2. On to second, they get 1. Over to first, safe. So up next, Adolis Garcia.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Runner on the go. There's a ball. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. Runner at second, 2 down. Last half of inning number 5. High fly ball, right field. Jones moving under it. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Back here in Philadelphia, all set for the top of the 6th. Gleyber Torres up now for the Tigers. Up the middle. Oh, great stop to first. It's there, and that's a great play. The batter now, Javier Baez.
Shortstop, Javier Baez.
High fly ball down the left field line. That's got a chance. And that one is off the top of the wall. He's in at second with a 1-out double.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Just missed out on a home run right there, but he certainly hit it hard enough. Just didn't have the right launch angle to carry it over the wall, but still an excellent swing of the bat.
Meadows in the box, lays off for ball 1. So they turn to the veteran pitcher in this spot, Tanner Banks.
And that's a big potential run out there.
He's trying for third. One attempt misses. Hung up in a rundown now. safe at second, and he gets back in. Man at second. That one missing inside. Runner goes again. Bunting, but that's a foul ball. Payoff pitch. In the air, left field. And there's 2 down. Back to the top of the order now. Next is the Tigers DH, Hao-Yu Lee. In the dirt, blocked. Man on second, 2 down. Swing and a miss. That is strike 2. That one missed. In the dirt. Two now. He swings and hits a fly ball, center field. And that is that. Back here in.
Now pitching for Detroit, number 48.
Now a pinch hitter coming on for the Phillies, Otto Kemp.
And this is a big at-bat coming, Boo. Definitely a little added pressure on him here.
Ripped, and he can't glove it. It's by him.
All over that one right there. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge.
Crazy. Real Muto, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Looks like we've got a substitution at first. Pinch running for the Phils, Dylan Moore. I'm not sure about the reason for this one. He's actually a slower runner. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out. The center fielder, Justin Crawford. Sweeper connects with the outside part of the plate for a strike. Check swing, and he went 0-2 now. Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. And that is a big first out. 2 aboard with 1 out. Here's the Phillies DH, Kyle Schwarber. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Well, don't expect too many more high fastballs. This is a good sinker ball pitcher, and sometimes they can make mistakes trying to pitch up in the zone. Look for him to stay down around the knees to be effective.
That's a ball. Tried to attack with the sweeper.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Outside low. Yeah, that's ball 2.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
Oh, look at the stop. The feed for 1. What a double play that was. Inning over. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. We go to the top of the 7th. Riley Green up now for the Tigers. And that is out of play. The 0-1.
Ball 2.
Breaking ball misses down and away. Foul ball there. So now 3-2. Good job to fight that one off.
Hanging in there pretty good against the lefty.
And a payoff pitch. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Here's the catcher. Dylan Dingler. Jonathan Bolin gets the ball now.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And a foul ball. Fought off foul. Oh, 0-2 now. Rolled over to third. Throws to first. And 2 away to start the 7th. Here's Jahmai Jones. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a ball popped in the air. And that'll do it. Bottom of the 7th. So digging.
For Detroit, number 67.
He was late there. Strike 1.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
And he beats it. That's a hit. Great try there.
Well, that was an important at-bat in this game, so great job there stepping up to the challenge. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Ball 1 to Bryce. Turner runs. Pitch in for a strike. Throw down to second. They're in plenty of time. He's caught stealing. The Tigers holding on to a 1-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get him.
Over to Torres. On to first, double play. Back at Citizens Bank Park. Ready to begin the 8th. Spencer Torkelson up now for the Tigers. A bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
Ball, that's outside.
Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. And there's one away. Colt Heath up now for the Tigers.
Nope. Ball.
And before the pitch, he steps off. Swings through that one. Base hit, left center field.
It's a pretty good pitch down and away, but an even better job to go down there and get it while driving it to the opposite field for the base hit.
Here's Gleyber Torres. It's a pitch out, nothing doing, and that's ball 1.
Inside ball.
Runner on the go. Cut on and miss. Throw. Tag. Ow. A bullet from JT Realmuto. Two down, nobody on. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Harper hustling after it. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. Back here in Philadelphia, bottom of the eighth, Bryson stops. Hands in for the Phillies. Looking to get the tying run on base. And that's fouled off. That misses. Ball one. And that one missing inside, a sharp slider. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Swings and misses, struck him out. So Dick.
Now pitching for Detroit, number 19, George Best.
And fouled off. One down, Phillies down a run. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Here's the 0-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Got him swinging for the K.
Up next.
Here's Dylan Moore. Entered the game as a pinch runner. First plate appearance for him here. High fly ball lifted in the air, right field. Jones in position, and that is that. Back here in Philadelphia, we go to the ninth. Javier Baez up now for the Tigers. He swings and fouls one off. One down. So digging in, Parker Meadows. He's already homer here in this one. Out of the bullpen for the Phillies, Kyle Backus.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Right through there for a strike. Backus measures 6 feet 4 inches, 185 pounds, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Moore drifts towards it, and there are 2 outs. Back to the top of the order. Next to the plate is the Tigers DH. How you lead. Slice to right, and that's a fair ball. Around first and hustling for second. Here comes the throw. In safely. It's a double and his second hit. So at second. Now A.J. Hinch making a move for a pinch hitter. Wenzel Perez looking for a 2-out hit with a runner in scoring position. Wenzel Perez stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Oh, what a stop. Throw to first, and it's in time. Wow, what a play. We head to the bottom of the ninth. Here's the Phillies catcher, JT Realmuto. A little bit high. Ball 1. Out to short. And the leadoff man retired here in the ninth. So up next, Justin. Kenley Jansen comes out trying to close it out.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
The next pitch misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Way back there, it's got a chance. Grabs it right up against the wall. So they're down to their final out.
And Kyle Schwarber will come up 0 for 3 in this one.
Outside, that's a ball.
The Tigers trying to close out a 1-run lead. And the home team trying to pull it out. Nice grab. Over to first. And that's the ball game.